Yeah, here we go. New managing moderators can support your channel in even more ways. All right, that's good news. Yo, so we back. It's your boy Timeout, aka T Matrix, yo. And we are back again. And we still repping the iconic legacy app slash album experience. Right now I got the commercial running in like 7 different countries around the world as we speak, including the United States. Uh, that's an awesome thing, man. That's something big. That's a huge accomplishment, man. I decided to jump on here early, man. To get it out the way, cause I got some other stuff I gotta do. I'm fresh off of a Tay Tay's event. We just did a Tay Tay's event at Bob Williams in my hometown. Well, not hometown, but in Lancaster, South Carolina. We just did an event. It did pretty good. It went pretty smooth, but I'm kind of beat, kind of tired. I pulled an all nighter last night trying to get a whole bunch of things done, including the commercial that is popping up all over the world as we speak, which is dope. That's a huge accomplishment. I keep If ain't nobody pat you on the back, I pat myself on the back like pow, pow, pow. So, all right, and if y'all notice, I believe I got the sound situated so where it's like I'm been putting this thing together, man. Bits and pieces. What's the baby steps? That's that what they call it, baby steps. So what I wanted to talk about tonight is something interesting that I ran across. Ran across this video and it made so much sense. It was so clear. It made so much sense to me. All right, so in this video, it was talking about it was t- that sound. I think that's either. I'm hoping that's firecrackers, y'all. I'm hoping that's firecrackers. I don't even know if y'all even heard that. That's either that's firecrackers or either that's them other unwanted firecrackers. You know what I'm saying? And that was kind of crazy. It was like pop, 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 pop. Then it said pop, 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 like that, right? So I'm thinking that's firecrackers, and that sounded like it was in the apartments that's a little bit further down from me, which is crazy. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But back to what I was talking about. I ran across this video, and the video was talking about something interesting. Let me put this mic to where y'all can see me, man. I hate where y'all can't see me. Or whatever. Let me adjust this. Y'all give me a minute to get adjusted and get back. Yeah, so all right, so I ran across this video, and the video was interesting, and it was talking about the music industry, and it made so much sense. It was so clear. All right, it was talking about the music industry doesn't break artists. I forgot the headline. I want to find the headline, but without struggling to find that headline, I'm just gonna wing it off the top of my head. But basically, it was saying that what happens is the music industry is always like they're always watching artists, and we've always been under the preconceived context that talent is the only thing that matters. Well, here lately, I used to think that it was all about talent. I used to think that if you got the talent, man, you should be that should be all you need, right? That's what I used to think. But then as I grew up and matured, I understood that it's more than talent that you need. You need talent, you need consistency, and you need the ability to do this thing called hip hop when nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I got to it. That's where I got to it, in my walk in this hip hop journey in life. I got to the point to where if nobody is watching me, if I get on here 1,000 nights consistently and nobody is looking, I still know who I am. I still know the talent and ability that I have. Cause see, what happens is when people think that it's only about talent, they think that, oh man, yo, I know I'm talented. I know I'm good. I know I'm gonna break. And what happens is long term when those people don't break, they begin to not trust their internal what's the word I'm looking for? They begin to not to trust their internal compass when it comes to the ability that they believe they have. And what happens is they say, okay, well, I guess I'm just not that good. And that dims the light within them. The talent is always there, but it just dims it and dims it and dims it until you get to the point to where you like, you know what? I don't need to do this no more. That's where you get to the point too. But see, what the industry looks for is somebody who gets up day after day and doesn't even care what the numbers look like. And they still consistently press forward. They still give the same ability, if not better. They still give the same talent, if not better. And they put it and they keep being consistent. They keep doing whatever they're doing consistently, regardless of how algorithms make you look stupid, regardless of what people think about you. People they say all kinds of stuff. You're too old to be rapping. You too old to be rapping. Like, nigga, yo, don't even get me started on that. That's one thing. Don't get me started on that. Yo, my wife just got home. Hold me.
When we gonna clean up all this stuff?
I am on live.
Oh, sorry. It's stinking here.
And you are just coming in the middle of my life.
They can hear me?
Yes.
Oh.
You can be heard. Okay. But I'm not gonna be on here long, y'all. I just want to expound on that subject. So basically, what I was trying to say was that, all right, you have to get to the point to where what people say about you, doing the journey that you're doing, whether it be whatever, whether it be music, whether it be hip hop, whether it be being an artist, whether it be a producer, whether it be running a food company, whether it be whatever, you have to get to the point to where it doesn't matter what people's perception of you is. You have to just know that I am built to do this and I can do this. And I'm going to do this on my worst day just as strong as I ever done it, just like on my best day. That's the point that you have to get to in everything that you do in life. You have to basically get to that point to where I'm going to give it 100%. I'm going to give it 200% if nobody looking. If nobody looking at you, you still giving 200%. You know what I'm saying? You still giving your best product. You still giving it if nobody looking. You get to the point to where you're consistent, and that's the whole trick about life. That's the whole thing of what it is about life. You get to that point to where it don't matter if 10 people watching you or if 10 million watching you. You still doing the same thing. Now you overcoming You overcoming algorithms, you overcoming systems, you overcoming generational curses, you overcoming people what people say about you. You just overcoming. You an overachiever. You know what I'm saying? And the instance that I was talking about at first was just about the music industry. That's what the music industry looks for a lot of the times. Because think about it. You have people who are one hit wonders, right? These are one hit wonders. They get signed, they get the big money, and they last 6 months. And then they're nowhere to be heard from. And you like, man, that's crazy. I remember when these such and such came out, like they nowhere to be heard. You know why they were nowhere to be heard? Because they wasn't consistent. They didn't have the mental fortitude to complete the task and to push forward. And you have to get to the point to where you have that mental fortitude and the disconnect of attachment to your preconceived thoughts of what people think about you. You get to that point to where you like, you know what? It don't matter what they think. I'm him anyway. And that's what I said. Like when I saw that message, when I saw that video, that's what I tagged on the comment. I said, you know what? I'm still him. I'm still him. If nobody watching me, I'm still him. If nobody likes music I do, I'm still him. Because I know what I got. And I know what I have to offer. And I know my value. I know my worth. And that's where I'm at. That's why I'm going to keep pushing hard with my dream of this iconic legacy app/album experience. That's why I got the commercial. That's why I got the commercial that's popping up in over seven different countries right now. Straight up, like, that's a big achievement. That's a big achievement. My commercial playing in seven countries, probably more than that. I ain't even count. Like I had it up earlier. I was on the phone talking to my cousin, and I was telling him about it. But yeah, I got the commercial popping up, and it's not the best commercial, but it's the first commercial. You know, I got another one that I'm about to do that's gonna be a little bit better. That's gonna be probably about 30 seconds long, and eventually the app is gonna be available on Google Play.
No, I'm on South Carolina door.
And when people are gonna see it on Google Play, they're gonna be able to access and download it. And when I say 7 countries or whatever, how many countries, I'm talking about overseas, y'all. I'm talking about it's playing over here in the United States and overseas, like places like Nigeria, which are growing in hip hop numbers. Places like doggone Sweden, that's growing in hip hop numbers. Places like South Africa, Canada, Brazil. It's like that's what these commercials is playing, you know. So with that being said, y'all, I'm about to go ahead and end it, you know, whatever. I'm gonna end the live. I just wanted to pop on and talk about that for a minute, you know, whatever. And y'all, whenever whoever the first person that comes up and be like, yo man, I seen the app on Google Play, like when it actually gets there, I want you to like notify me. Like notify me by email. If you got my text, if you got my phone number, notify me by phone number. If you see me on Facebook, if you see my name on Facebook, Timeout DJR, notify me on Facebook. Yo, let me know when y'all first see it pop off, because right now this is the beginning of something special, whether they know it or not. You know what I'm saying? And it's your boy Timeout T Matrix. I'm signing off right now.